Hello, my dear, and welcome to another daily psychic tarot reading. I'm Natalie, spelled Natalee, and I have updates and changes to announce. First, the download. The download and the psychic tuning are different today. The download is that someone's astral body or emotional body is really frustrated and sad. It's like being frustrated with your life when you're awake, and then when you sleep and you're dreaming, you have wonderful dreams and you have like bright, happy dreams, and then you wake up depressed because you can't fly. It's like that. It's very much that someone's astral body is having a lot of fun, and that in waking life you feel the restrictions. So the dreaming or the active dream life is something that could be helping you deal with those issues, as far as helping you feel what you want to feel. And it's temporary. Okay, it's temporary. That's the download. The psychic tuning is, and this is verbatim, an organized mind is an organized life. It's like all about organization. It's funny because what I usually say is an investment in organization is an investment in yourself. That's what I always say. So, but they said very specifically, an organized mind is an organized life. So there we have it, guys. The download and the psychic tuning. We'll see if either of those come up in the reading, or if there's something else that's even yet stronger. The update is that I'm bringing back weeklies for the channel. Not just for December, not just for a month, but for the channel. So the changes I outline in the videos. So there will be changes. There are changes. I already recorded half of the signs Sagittarius through Taurus, and then I will be finishing Gemini through Scorpio. I still start with whoever the birthday boy or girl is. So in December, I'm starting with Sagittarius. In January, I'll start with Capricorn and go forward from there. It's working really well already. Okay, so the little changes that I'm making, I'll tell you at the very end if you want to stick around for it. But for the rest of you that are ready for the reading to begin, here we go. Here we go. How interesting. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. This is, I feel like, your energy, but it could be someone else that you're connecting to. Someone's very enthusiastic. Someone's very excited. Someone really wants to do something. Someone really wants to support. So it could, when we clarify, it could be that someone, actually we're going to clarify right now. I'm going right into my Rider Diet, Rider Waite. I'm giving that other deck a break. This one, the Radiant Wise, it's very beautiful, it's very pretty, it's very colorful, but they're starting to get clumpy and stick. And guys, my hands are not that like sticky, okay? I wear like hand lotion, whatever. This deck I've had for years, like probably a decade, and it never got disgusting. It never clumps. It never got gross, okay? So that was weird, sorry. So I'm doing this one. Going right back to what works. Right back to what I know works really, really well, pretty perfectly. All that glitters is not gold, my dears. Not at all. Tell us more about this Page of Wands. What else do we need to know about the Page of... Two cards. It sounded like it was more. It sounded like a big thud. We have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Staves. To clarify this energy, this Page of Wand energy, okay, I still feel like this is your energy. It feels like you're wanting to... Interesting. I feel like you're trying to, it's weird. It feels like you're trying to solicit support, but you, yeah, I feel like that's it. But I feel like your faith or your, no, it's faith. It's faith. Your faith is sort of wavering. That's what this is with the Five of Staves and the Seven of Cups. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, like, maybe on the outside or outwardly, you are enthusiastic and you are signed up to fight the good fight and you're committed and you're, very sprightly and, very much excited, very much excited and enthusiastic. However, inside, you're like, oh my God, is this the right cup? Did I pick the right cup? Is this the right dream? Did I really put my, everything behind the right cause? Okay. And there's that internal conflict about it. So you're sort of doubting your dream. You're doubting your, thank you. They're telling me that this is the astral. So if you are having an active dream life where you're doing like all kinds of amazing things, or, if you're dreaming of things that you can't do in this lifetime, so that could be anything from having a lot of money to flying in the air to spending time with a passed on deceased loved one to to accomplishing anti-gravitational feats. I mean, all of that, anything and everything that you cannot do in a waking life that you'd like to do, that you're doing in your dreams. That's what this is. It's you wanting to do this in your life, something you're trying to do, and it's like the reality isn't aligning with your dreams here. So it's like if you're having like those kinds of dreams, then that's what that means. I mean, you're trying to feed yourself. You're trying to keep this, or the astral in you, that astral body is trying to keep this dream alive. But I feel like there's that sleeping dream and then the waking reality of the stress of it, of trying to make a dream a reality and reconciling that in between part. Does that make sense? I really hope that makes some sense for someone. Okay, what's the next message? But that's exactly what that is. With the astral traveling and the dreaming, that really big dream life. Three cards. Wow. Talk about dreaming. Talk about dreaming, you guys. The sleeping dreams and the waking dreams, all of the in-between dreams. Look at that. Look at this dream. Look at, oh my God, I can't even believe this. Almost. Of course I can. Look at this. This is a dream that you've had since you existed. This is a dream that you've nurtured and kept close to you. And I mean, this is really something. This is your inspiration. This is your deepest wish. This is your creative outlet. This is your home. ET phone home. Okay. It's so special. I really got that too. I really, really did. I mean, I just got how like close it is, how special it is, how meaningful it is for your life. And for some of you, it absolutely is missing someone. Okay. Let's move on to clarify the moon, the star, and the Six of Cups. What do we... okay, that's way too many cards. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you the Ten of Cups on top. We already know that this dream coming true would, definitely bring you ultimate happiness and fulfillment. Oh my God. And you know what else do you know? You also know, like intuitively, deep, deep, deep down, that it'll change your life forever if you get this dream, if the dream comes true. That there's really no going back. It's like there's life. Oh, interesting. It's like REM losing my religion. they channeled that to me. I didn't just, they're telling me that it's like that. They're showing me this quote. It's like a snippet of an interview I heard or saw somewhere years ago. Like behind the music VH1 era, like when you're watching shows on TV without watching them on YouTube, like back then. And it's some guy, one of the REM guys was saying, yeah, there's life, there's the band and the band life before losing my religion and after losing my religion. That when that song came out, that was like that no going back. Like it's everything's gonna be different, nothing's ever gonna be the same, la-di-da. So that's what this is for you. You know intuitively that if you were able to accomplish this lifelong dream, and this takes a lifetime, whatever this is for you, and this is, if this is someone who's passed on, then you know that your life will never be, that has never been the same since. And so you know that when you dream of them, it's like it brings that up in you. You think so deeply about your life, their life, your relationship, your connection. Okay. That's interesting that this is coming through this way. Okay. Okay. You know it would change everything for those of you that are trying to champion a cause or a belief system, or you know, so this dream could also be an ideal, is what they're saying, is that it could be, that's all they're giving me. It could be an ideal or a dream, or that you're like really missing someone and going through feelings about it. What's the next message? Oh. And I think you get the dream. I think the dream comes true. I think it comes true. Congratulations. Congratulations. This is the end of this is the last card. This is like the last energy, okay? The Fool begins the journey with 0 and goes through all of the keys of the major arcana, goes through all of the keys in the minor arcana. Okay, he goes through every human experience in order to achieve this state, in order to achieve this mastery. Okay. Oh, holy moly, Master Choli. They're telling me that my download and the psychic tuning are not unrelated. They are perfectly matched and perfectly related. They're saying that the astral activity of your dreaming life, of your sleeping, the waking dreams that you have when you're awake and you're fantasizing, that is perfectly in tandem with an organized mind, is an organized life. And it's through organization of not only daily things and laundry and stuff like that, the tedium and the minutia of living human life, but it's also the organization of the mind. That's why they told me those words and not what I always tell myself. Because I tell myself an investment, or I tell people an investment in organization is an investment in yourself. It's like an act of self-love. They weren't emphasizing the self-love part. They were emphasizing an organized mind is an organized life. So it starts over here first. And then when everything else gets organized in the life, it helps support the dream. That's what they're telling me. Because what this is, this world, she's protected in the cosmic egg here. We have the fixed signs represented on the 4 corners. We have Leo the lion, Taurus the bull. We have the eagle for Scorpio, and then Aquarius is angel. She has 2 batons, one more than the magician, and she's just floating around. She's just having a really great time. She's in this cross, but it's not the cross legs of the hanged man where he's suspended upside down and you get that 4. She's right side up. Okay. She's protected in this wreath with this more cosmic lemniscate type of infinity symbolism here. This is what happens when the self-conscious and the unconscious and the subconscious and the superconscious all align. Okay, once you achieve that like super consciousness, you've completed the major cycle. That's why this dream of yours has taken your entire life, because you had to go through every record of human experience to learn about yourself. Everything that you've experienced up until this point has been to teach you about yourself. That's the real prize. I know that you're still like, but this is what I'm getting. Don't kill the messenger. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the world. What else do we need to know about this world card? This rebirth. Rebirth. I feel like there is a death and an ending, because number one, if you know deep down that if your dream came true, that it would end a lot. Things would never be the same. And so then here's your rebirth. This is also your karmic reward. Your karmic reward for all the pain that you did go through, for all of the suffering it did take for you to learn. That's why I don't judge anyone. If it takes me 4 years of touching a hot stove before I realize and accept and let go of the fact that it's hot and it's going to burn me, it's my soul's journey. How could I take a look at someone else and oh, you know, so if you're facing any kind of, because I see that you're wavering, your faith is wavering because you've been on a long road. This is like a 14-year cycle, it's like 30-year cycle, 50-year cycle. Okay, it's like a decade, spanning decades. These are things that took different people different times to learn, but the lessons are no less, they're not shallow. None of these lessons are shallow. They're all deep and they're all far-reaching, with far-reaching consequences, and it's like living through all of that. You still made it out the other side. You're still showing up as a very sprightly, youthful enthusiasm. Put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. You're still showing up as youthful, like you maintained a part of your, it's either youthful enthusiasm or it's actually you maintained some of that inner child, like a little shred of it or something. And now you're sort of like, throw me a freaking bone here. Okay. But I feel like the dream is too strong. I get that because number one, you have like an intuitive knowing about this. Number two, we have a soulmate card. This is also this karmic destiny card. The Six of Cups is a destiny card. So we have another indication, 2 indicators now of like fate and destiny. And then we even have the World, which is karmic destiny. It's what you earn, you get destiny. So it's not like it's always meant for you and you can go fuck up your life for 48 years and you're still going to get the reward kind of destiny. No. This is what you earn, you get destiny, where it's like, no, you put in 64 years of suffering and pain and heartache, and now you earned it. And, you know, congrats, here you go. Okay. So you have karmic rewards coming. Ooh. What was that? Oh. I'll show you exactly how I picked it up. Okay. Double confirmation. Came out with the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like this can come to, and I also like how now we have this visual representation of what I was talking about with the Hanged Man. See how his legs are forming the cross upside down and hers are like kind of like right side up here? Very significant with the energies and as far as where the energy is going, where it's coming from, la-di-da. So I feel like after long gestation, you had to have a turn in perspective. Oh, hold on. Someone else had to have a change of perspective. It's this person, this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands can be interesting because they're showing up as a queen and you're showing the little, aside from all the biggest energies, how you're acting like in day-to-day life, you're in a little bit of this, not immature, not infantilizing, it's all I can feel like saying is youthful. Oh, maybe it's idealistic. Yes, I think it's idealistic. I think okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. Idealistic. Idealistic. That's why you're showing up as a page. That's all. And I don't know why it's showing up that way, but it is. And so now you're like, well, should I stop believing in this? Should I just like grow up like everybody else? Something like that. But I mean, deep down, you know that like this is meant for you. Like you feel like you have a sense of your own destiny. And what's interesting is that the karmic rewards are going to come to you through this other person being generous with you, but they have to have a change in perspective first. They have to be suspended. They have to let the blood rush to their head. They have to let the pressure build up before they have their own epiphany. And I do see them reaching out to you. Absolutely. I really do. And it completes the cycle. It completes the ending of your suffering for your dream. Because what I see and what I've been feeling is, I'm going to be really honest with you. It felt like a lifetime of being imprisoned in your own body and not being able to escape. Not being able to escape your situation, not being able to escape your station in life, not being able to escape poverty, abuse, neglect. No matter how different things looked around you, different jobs, different relationships, you always felt the same. You always felt not living your dream. You always felt not being on time for your destiny. You always felt this isn't my real life. And it's like that psychological stress and that emotional and spiritual stress building and building and building. And I'm surprised it's actually not showing up more intense than this for how it feels. Like this is pretty light. So if this is you, you're like a rock star. I mean, you're really, really like this little energy here could totally be negated. Like this feels very temporary, transitory. So I feel like after this reading, you're probably going to feel better. It's just like a little blip on the radar out of the lifetime of dedication to this dream that you've had since you were a very small child. Very small child. It's like you looked up into the fucking sky and you picked a star and you said, that's my dream. That's where I'm going. I'm going to the sky. I'm going to be a star person. Or, you looked up at the moon and you made a wish. You made wishes. You looked up at the sky, and I'm getting that because you're literally surrounded by sky and stars and planets and water and emotion. Okay? I mean, you really did. And that's actually what got you through the frustration of being so restricted. Like the feeling that came through was like astral travel, dream life, real separation between different parts of yourself. And that's another thing that I'm getting about the organization is that you have organized all of your pain and abuse and suffering over here, and your dreams and your like the little child in you and like all of that over here. And as long as I used to say that my friends are like different facets of a diamond. They never see each other, or like about, this is your personality. This is you're someone you're connecting to's personality, where this person, in order to survive with their personality intact, with who they are intact through their entire life, they did have to compartmentalize. They did have to organize all of that in order to keep going and to survive. And they were still able to dream. They were still able to be powerful. It's like they're the same person. Like this one part of them is the same person. The rest of them grew through the pain, did their hermit work, came out. Now you have 2 world cards on the table. I mean, we don't even have a lot of cards on the table, and you have 2 world cards. You have the freaking moon and the star. So it's like one part of you did preserve, like Inception, like how the spinning top is in that safe. There's a little part of you that you just kept. It's this part that you really, oh, that scared me. That you really protected, that you just really kept so safe and special, and you know, you didn't let any doubts over the years take your sense of destiny from you. Okay? So I'm not worried about you. I'm really not. It's this other person, and I honestly don't know. I don't know. Oh, let's get another energy. Let's actually, I'll use a different deck. Do I have a different deck around me? I don't want to use it, but I don't want to get up more. So I'm going to use the clumpy deck to take a look at this, to go a layer down into that. Okay. And then I'll go get my Hermetic Tarot deck and have it ready for next time. I'll put it on the desk and it'll have easy access. Okay. What do we need to know about this Queen of Wands? That's like the mover and the shaker. She's the action taker. So it doesn't have to be a she. It could be a man, woman. But they're the person that has to have a change in perspective. And that world is also them completing a major life cycle. So it's like, I don't like that your fate is tied with theirs. Like, that's freaking messed up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm sorry. Okay, what do we need to know about Queen of Wands? Is she going to... What is she going to do next? What do we need to know about this? What needs to happen here? Oh, shit. Okay, we have double moon with the 5 of Pentacles. It's like the one card I hate. I have horrible news for you. This Queen of Wands is holding up, helping you, because you both had the same dream. And they feel so alienated from that dream. They feel so... Oh my God, please don't make me cry. They feel so shut out and rejected and refused and put down. They could have even been through trauma trying to achieve this dream. And now they're in a position to help you achieve your dream, and they are withholding aid. They are withholding being generous to you because you guys have the same dream since you were little kids. You guys are exactly, it's the same energy, except everything that I said about you, they didn't do. They didn't make it. They went into something else, or they did something else, or they did like an offshoot, or they did something periphery where it's not like the dream. It's like next to the dream. It's not, or maybe they teach, or you know what I'm saying? It's something like that. It's something where they're hung up on this. They're totally suspended in making a decision because they feel left out. They feel totally like abandoned and rejected. And for them to help you make their dream come true is their karmic test. That's really sad. That's really sad. They want me to tell you this. It's really weird, but I realized that I would never really be able to play like a World War I soldier in the trenches. because I'm not male, because I'm not white, because I'm not like all of those things, okay, that you need to be. And so later on, I actually wrote a work of genius screenplay for someone who can play a part that I would never have a chance in a million years to play. Ever. Because I'm not a white male. So I understand this energy, and I made a different choice. I reached out. I reached out to help. Even though I shared the same dream as this other person, I knew that I couldn't do it, but I knew that they can. I knew that they could do it, this Caucasian male. So I channeled my own talent to put them up, to give them the dream. Because I could never play someone from history that was a white male. And they can. So I went in the periphery, I wrote a script. Because it still felt good to me to see a dream becoming reality, even if it wasn't my dream. If I can make someone else's dream come true, that's what I did. I set out to give this beautiful vehicle, this beautiful role. I didn't question it. I never once felt like this. I never once felt bitter or jaded or angry. Never for a second. So whatever you're dealing with, guys, I really feel for you. I really feel for you, because I can feel like this energy is we all get this. Like, you just go back to any dream that you had when you were a kid. Okay, like, we can all relate to this. So whoever I'm connecting with, you're in this position either to keep your dream alive, or you're in a position to help someone else achieve their dreams. That you're not helping, you're not reaching out. You're not being fair too. This is about equality and fairness. This nobleman is in a position to help, but he doesn't just give money willy-nilly. He weighs the scales to make sure that it's equal and fair. And then he gives the money. Then he gives and releases the pentacles. This is not fair. This isn't fair at all. We know that because we clarified it. If we had different cards that supported this Queen of Wands from not releasing that aid, that help, I'd be singing a different tune, but that's not what we got. We know that this is all being withheld and being stopped because this person feels this way. They're emotionally compromised. They're emotionally confused. They're emotionally in pain. To see someone else with taking their dream and go, okay, it's like they feel as if someone's coming in to take that dream from them. Whereas with me and the script, I didn't need anyone to come in and force me to go and, that was my idea. I can't do it, but I want this story out, and I want someone to enjoy it, to enjoy playing this role. And if it can't be me, I want it to be, and then I pick someone. Okay? I want to cry. I feel you. You're very close to achieving your goal. You're very close to achieving your goal. This feels so heavy. Bottom of the deck, communication is key. You're definitely not talking to this person right now. They're not in a state to be communicative with you. And I'm not even getting that they're jealous. It's not, I want what you have. It's, I'm so sad for myself. It's like they can even see you as like a child. They might even look at you like you're a kid with this kind of enthusiasm. They might see your idealism as naivete. They might not understand that you're actually an old fucking soul. That you've lived 800 years in a lifetime through experience, because it's experience that ages you. You ever meet a kid who's seen a dead body? You ever talk to a young teenager who's defended themselves against a murderer? I mean, all those experiences, you grow up pretty fucking fast, okay? So it's more that they are just sad for themselves. But it's still keeping them from helping you. It's still, so maybe for some of you, it is a little bit jealous. It is a little bit, oh, what did the Quantum Queen say? Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. She said something about envy. She said something that it's not that you want what they have. You just know that you should have it. Does that make any sense? They're doing work on this building, and I'm sorry that the noises are distracting. But she said something like that. So if you know the direct quote, go ahead and put it down below. But it's like knowing that should be yours because you're just as talented as them, because you're just as, you know, you both have literally the exact same dream. Both have the same dream. I connect it since little boys and little girls. You have the same dream. You wished upon the same star. So it's like, you know that for you, it's like, well, if I can make their dream come true, why didn't I make my own dream come true? How can I make this person's dream come true and not make my own dream come true? I let myself down. Okay, so it's like this whole other thing with this Queen of Wands. It's their thing to go through, okay, guys? I'm going to leave it there. You're very close to achieving your goal, and communication is key. I actually do want to get one divine feather because I feel like we could use some, like, levity. Please give us something. Okay. There's too many cards. They just, like, flew everywhere. Thank you. There's 2 cards. We have the Heron. Let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Well, that's what got you here. That's what got you here. If you're okay, keep going. If you're wavering in your faith, this will pass. This is this exactly. So if you're enthusiastic and then you feel a drop in your energy, let go of convention and follow your own unique path. Keep plugging away. Keep going. I love you and believe in you. Keep going. Keep going. And then the White Eagle. The connection to divine guidance is within you. The connection to divine guidance is within you. So I'm just like I'm like the warm-up. You're going to go have your dreams tonight. You're going to have your own psychic experiences. You're going to have your own, you know, spirituality. Okay, I'm a conduit, but it's in you. It's in you. I'm only here to bring you closer to yourself and strengthen your own connection to the divine guidance that's already within you. Okay, my dears. So I hope you enjoyed this one. This was one for the books, for sure, for me as a reader. So I love you guys forever. Keep a lookout for the weeklies. I'll be putting them up soon, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.